My name is Mark Murphy. I'm a sales development mentor and a success coach for GAF. I'm doing the job I've been working towards my entire life. And I'm now here, and I'm going to give you everything that I have today. So just a couple things to start out with. We have a conscious mind, and we have a subconscious mind. Okay? Conscious mind, subconscious mind. Mike?
Yes, sir.
Mark Murphy.
Please make sure.
Mike, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs, okay? Good?
Healthy.
Did you follow it up with a cup of coffee?
Indeed.
I'm going conscious mind right now. I have to be sharp and engage with him with my conscious mind. But my core values as a human being, as an employee of the company, and as an entity of who I am is my subconscious mind. It's my thoughts and my beliefs of who I am and who I want to be. Napoleon Hill, you are what you think about all day long. You are exactly who you are based on the thoughts you have about yourself. That's your subconscious mind. So are you guys all comfortable with each other? You don't get awkward, you're cool, you hang out, you go to the bars and everything together in the last few days? You're all cool with each other, right? Nothing makes you awkward? So I'm going to ask you guys to just do a few affirmations with me and not feel uncomfortable about it, because I'm an easygoing guy. I want to be transparent with you. So we're going to get the subconscious mind in a nice state, watch those electronic devices, in a nice state so that we can be ready to embrace all the message that I have for you. I'm going to speak quicker than I normally would because I'm always against a time constraint. And my colleague Brenna has been with me through all of these seminars. And I couldn't do it without her. And I thank you very much for that. You're wonderful. Brenna's wonderful. So I'll give you an affirmation that I have. These affirmations change all the time. I do a lot of affirmations. These affirmations change all the time. So I tweaked them a little bit today. So I'm going to give you the affirmation, and you're going to robustly give the affirmation back to me. We're only going to do 3 of them. Okay? First one's very simple. I am pumped to be in Dallas.
I am pumped to be in Dallas.
I like this room already. That's cool. I didn't have to adjust and second guess you guys on that one. That's a real good one. Okay? Next one. I love and respect my colleagues. I love and respect my colleagues. We got so many smart people working for this company, it baffles me. You got to have your game on when you're talking to GAF people. When you're on a Zoom call, you're in a meeting like this, you've got to be sharp because everybody's bright. Everybody's got horsepower. Be proud of who you are. Last but not least, this one's very important to me, and if you want to have a one-on-one with me to really understand what this next one means, I will tell you in private because I don't want to do it in public because I'll probably cry to you. GAF has been so good to me.
GAF has been so good to me.
You guys just do open enrollment for your health care?
Yes.
See how much money the company gives you every month? Take care of your teeth, take care of your eyes, take care of your body, take care of your back, take care of your tummy. Hundreds of dollars they give you every month to take care of you and your family. Michael J. Fox is up against it. With a terminal illness, he will not shake that illness. They ask, how do you get by every day? How can you persevere? And you know what he said? With gratitude, optimism is sustainable. With gratitude, optimism is sustainable. I flew here on a brand new Delta jet. I'm sipping Starbucks coffee, my favorite brand, going to hang out with my friends and my colleagues that I love to work with, people that I enjoy and am proud to be friendly with in this company. I got all gratitude. I got nothing but gratitude when I come to Dallas to talk to everybody. And I truly am a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I'm not a poser. Oh! 51 years ago, Mark Murphy, Syracuse, New York, rocking the Dallas Cowboy pajamas, about to unwrap a trash can with the Dallas Cowboys on it. So I am truly a fan. And I love being here in Arlington, Texas. And I'm going to try to sneak in a quick tour today if my boss lets me get out and do that. These slides have been tweaked, retweaked, and turned around a bunch of different times, and thank God we landed on these last few, and my colleague and friend Heather Truesdale was a huge part of that. Heather runs our learning portal. She's an extremely bright woman, and I would ask you to reach out to her, and she can help you get better and stronger in your job, okay? I'm going to take a visual from you right now, just with the kickoff. I hope I'm not scaring anybody with the intensity, okay? This is, the thumbs down is, this sucks, I want to get out of here. This is, I like what I'm seeing. This is, I'm having a blast. What do you got for me? God for me. Am I exceeding expectations? Am I exceeding your expectations? Good, thank you. Okay, now we're going to get into it. I don't know what you were expecting, but we're going to get into it right now. I'm an NFL guy. I love it. I love this man right here. Don't know how many fans we have here of this particular team, but I love this man as a human being. If you get a chance when you're in between sessions or you're getting ready to jump on your flight, take a look at a video of Dan Campbell welcoming his players in the locker room at the conclusion of a game. Whether they win or whether they lose, he embraces them, pats them on the back, and showers them with two things: love and appreciation. They play very hard for this man because he showers them consistently with love and appreciation. I don't know about you, and some of the folks have been in this business a long time, the keynote speakers yesterday had a lot of love and appreciation for you guys. We got some smart dudes running this company right now, and they're upbeat, and they're here for you. So love and appreciation is going to get it done. This team was also on a documentary called Hard Knocks. Anybody ever seen the Hard Knocks documentary? Pretty cool stuff, behind the scene camera about what's going on with them. And there's a part in there where Dan Campbell is being videoed after they've lost the game, and he's trying to get the right game plan for the next Sunday, and he gets choked up, like I'm going to get choked up. And he says, all I think about is you guys. And now that I'm in this job, and my sole job is to make you feel better about your job, I can tell you right now, all I think about is you guys. I have a phone next to my bed for Apple Notes so I can talk into it. I hear songs and I take lyrics out of those songs and I cut and paste them into my Apple Notes. So maybe they can have effect on you to make you feel better about your job and working here at GAF. So like Dan Campbell, I feel the same. All I think about is you guys. And the company is paying me to help you feel better about what you do every day. So be thankful for the company to make that move. I've got to thank three people. I got to thank Danny Sempt, Brian Kimber, and Lisa Kingsley for finding something in me that I can share with my colleagues at the company that I love. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm in front of you guys today. Okay? Good stuff. Let's get rocking into the curriculum. You have to build your book of business. Todd's a great guy. I heard good stuff about Todd. It's like to meet you a little bit more, get to know you a little bit better. But I heard great things about you. Congratulations on your new job. But obviously you are accountable with a book of business. The term book of business, if you're anywhere older, 40 years or older, book of business came from the insurance company and the financial investment company. How big is your book of business? How many clients do you have? Okay? And you're basically graded on that. You all have a book of business. And you have to have the three metrics that run that business, which is what we know: the shingles, the accessories, and the warranties. I'm going to show you a couple ways to build that book of business in a very short period of time. They're going to be generic, but they're going to be hard-hitting. But I'll tell you this right now. There is nothing like punctuality. Early is on time is late, and late is a career killer. Early is on time is late, and late is a career killer. You know who came up with that one? A group called the Navy SEALs. They're pretty sharp. They show up on time for what they got to do. Okay? This is a walking resume. If I'm here to convert business, which is very important in 2026 and going forward, when I go in to meet a customer for the first time that's buying Certainteed, and I am early with my clean company truck and company car in a collared shirt that says GAF, it's a walking resume that I got my act together. I haven't even opened my mouth yet, but I was 15 minutes early to the meeting. I cannot stress it enough. Be the GAF people. Be the ones that are always early to the party and ready to go. It makes you look like you care. Okay? Good stuff. All right, where are we going? Stakes are high, huh? Stakes are higher. Some of these folks have been around a while because we just came off a kind of sluggish year here. We got a lot more guys making shingles trying to take a bite of us, right? We're the number one guys. I tell you, when the waters are rough ahead of you, who do you want to be with? If it's me, I want to be with a 138-year-old family-owned company in America. 138 years old. We're not in the roofing business. We're in the peace of mind business. We got a warranty for 50 years. We've been around for 138. I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. So you're in the right place. You want to go make things happen? You're about to go get unbridled. OBM, availability, that stuff's gone. Who got good at OBM this year? Who got really good at OBM? Raise your hand if you're good at, you were good at getting trucks to people. Okay? We should not be good at that job. We should not be good at getting product to customers. That's a given. This guy that's running the company in January is the first non-sales CEO that we've had since I've been here for 11 years. This dude's a sharp operator. Manufacturing, logistics, supply chain, he's top of the heap. Didn't get the job by accident. I got a lot of faith in this man. You should have a lot of faith. Now you can finally go get that target customer you're looking for. How frustrating as a salesperson. I want to go talk to Freddie at Global Roofing. He's a certainty guy. Damn it, I can't go see him because I can't get him product. I'm frustrated by that. That's gone. That cloak is off, you guys. Great time to be a GAFTM. Great time. You guys are right on the cusp of making something big happen. So the stakes are high. Some of the newer folks here, as well as some of the folks who have been around a little while, you are always going to be climbing the mountain of happiness and fulfillment in your job. You're always going to be climbing it. Some days, some months, you're going to be climbing up ahead. Things are cool. Todd thinks I'm the greatest. Everything's good. Nate's telling me I'm doing a good job. Everything's awesome. Then some years you're going to get a little stuck on the mountain. A little bit of a snowstorm comes in. You're going to be stuck and stagnant. Nobody's giving me a pat on the back. I'm grinding. I'm worn out. I got claims that aren't getting paid. I'm slow on my T&Es, sliding. And all of a sudden, 2025, I'm sliding back a little bit. My W-2 is a little thinner than it was. I'm not too happy anymore. I'm busy, but I'm not making as much money. That's going to ebb and flow your entire career. I have friends in the medical instrument business. I got friends in the software business. I got friends in the window business. Just like you, it's a commission-based business. They have good years and bad years called blackbird years and bluebird years. It's part of a commission job. Live with it. This next slide is something to show you that I'm extremely transparent, that I was one of you and that I am one of you. I'm not a consultant from the outside. I'm someone that's been in the job for a decade at GAF and for almost a decade at Owens Corning. I've done your exact job. Okay? So I had to clear this with the biggest boss in the business to say I could do this because it's an elephant in the room. If I didn't talk about the morale issue around compensation this year, I'd be a phony baloney guy to you because it's hurting you. Your spouses are saying, why are you working so damn hard this year and you're not bringing home the dineros like you usually bring home? Hurts. It's a tough convo to have. I get it. It's no fun. Okay? You ready for this one? I want to be transparent with you. These are my actual W-2s from GAF for the last 10 years in a row. These are my actual W-2s. Okay? Let me talk about them for a minute. 2016, I get acquired as a regional manager from Quest Construction Products. My bosses are able to prorate my Quest regional manager money with prorated TM money because I was in the job, give or take mid-year. Made some buckaroos. I'm pumped. I was scared to death of GAF for 16 years when I was at Owens Corning, but now I'm here and I'm pretty happy with the bucks. Second year, I get killed. When do we get paid out? Is the 15th or the 28th? You get that last check for the previous year. 15th or the 28th of February. Around St. Patty's Day, I call up Kingsley. It says, Lisa, I got a little buyer's remorse. I might have made a technical error in taking this job. This is like post-college money I'm making. This ain't working out for me. Thank God I hung in there, huh? Thank God I hung in there. The metaphor, the fact of the slide is very simple. The quicker you adopt this theory and philosophy, the better off you're all going to be. You have to average out your income as a commission-based salesperson, period, end of story. You have to average it out. The job does not pay the blackbird year. That's not the job. And the job definitely does not pay the bluebird year. Guys out buying second homes and swimming pools. Come on, guys. Keep the bucks tight. It's not what the job really pays. Take it all together cumulatively, whether it's 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 10 years, and average out. That's what you make. Your spending, your savings is all based on an average of income that you make. Okay? That'll make you feel better in your soul. It won't yo-yo you up and down. Some people get so used to this big money, they start spending like they're making that money all the time. What's nice about a blackbird year, traditionally, regardless of the business, a good year usually follows a blackbird year. Why? Because we build our sales plans off of actuals. Thank God. right? You having a tough year? No problem. Hang out. Think about me in 2017. Glad Kingsley didn't call my bluff and I was on LinkedIn looking around for jobs, huh? I'd be bumming right now, huh?
Yeah.
This company's been wonderful to me financially. By the way, got a daughter at Westlake, got a daughter at Anderson, got a nephew at Velux. I'm all around this business, and I was with OC for 16 years. Nobody pays individual contributors like this company. Nobody. You're making some good buckaroos, and you deserve it because you got a lot of horsepower. Hope you feel good about that. Hope you feel good about me sharing that with you. I want to be very, very open and honest with you guys. A little bit of reality for you. If you are in this job, and there's probably nobody in here because I can tell you're all wonderful people. If you are in this job for strictly the buckaroos, you will be disappointed at the end of your career. You need to be in this job for a multitude of reasons and enjoy it for a multitude of reasons. You have to love your colleagues. My colleagues and I are friends. We text each other on the weekend. We look forward to seeing each other after we land at the airport. You like going to meet your boys and your friends at the bar when you first get to Texas Live. Enjoy the colleagues and how smart they are. Okay? I see stuff that I get emails all the time from Nate trying to build a better mousetrap. This dude consistently tries to build a better mousetrap. And what does he do? He solicits input from all his other smart colleagues. These are the dudes we want to roll with. Get you better, get you stronger, get you faster. Okay? Love the colleagues. Customer events. I saw my Boston Celtics close out the World Championship in the Boston Garden with my best customer and my favorite colleagues and their customers. Tears running down my face of all the countless hours I've put in with the Boston Celtics. And GAF was wonderful enough to send me to that game. Job wasn't too bad that day. Wasn't too bad that day. A bunch of my colleagues just went to Bethpage Black to watch their heroes play golf, which I know you probably went to that, did you? Huh? Okay. What are we thinking about? We love that stuff, love the travel, as I'm on that nice airplane, sipping that Starbucks, coming here to hang out with all my colleagues at GAF. Okay. Got to talk about the Bucks, got to talk about the book of business. That's not going away, right? We got to talk about it. Since the cavemen were selling vegetables, there's only two ways to build your business, guys, unfortunately. It's since the cavemen to today. You either got to love and coddle the ones you already have and build their business up, or you got to go out and start meeting new people. Got to meet new people. I hear a lot about your name. I got to talk to you later. I hear your name a lot. Okay. I heard you're a good guy. I want to talk to you. I like your name. You've got a cool name. Okay? So are we in agreement with this? You got to build up the guys you have, or you got to meet new people. That's about as simple as it can be. I'm trying to dumb it down and make it more palatable for you guys. Plus, this is the last session that I'm in, so I'm trying to give you everything I got. Okay, so a lot of your customers. How many customers, who's a writer? How many customers do you have totally with master lead and certified together, roughly?
131.
No shit. It's a lot. Okay. Out of 131, all kidding aside, that was not a plant, by the way. Know your numbers. I am actively mentoring 34 people across US and Canada. When I ask them how they're doing to plan, don't say, I'm doing okay, I'm not as good. Know the numbers. 124 of warranty, 116 of accessories, know the numbers. You got to be sharp on that. It's your walking card. You got to have that. So out of your 130 dudes, I'm going to guess probably 40 or 45 of them minimum are stuck. When I say stuck, you got a ton of those people that are stuck. These are the ones you have to coddle. Means they're stuck was their run rate's about the same for the past 3 to 5 years. And they want to grow, but they're stuck. They haven't hired any new people. They haven't made more money. They're making the same money all the time. You can help them get unstuck. You are not a manufacturing sales rep. You are a business partner and a consultant for them. Once you become a business partner and a consultant, you're unstoppable. You become brother and sister with them. That's what you need. Stickiness is everything, more than ever this year. Coming into 26, you got to be family with these people. How many people here think they have great personal relationships outside of work with their contractors? Let me tell you something. Wait till you say goodbye to them. For 2 months, I had to hand over my customers to the TMs that are in my Northeast area. Most of those meetings were crying and hugging meetings. I thought it was important to them, but then I realized when you say goodbye how important you actually are. You should be getting invited to extracurricular events with their family, birthdays for their kids, any stuff like that. You don't have to go to all of them, but you should be getting asked because that means you're extremely valuable to them, okay? So we're gonna work on coddling the customer first, and then we'll talk about meeting new people. Because this is what you've been doing for the past maybe 3 years. You ever sit at your desk, everybody's got their home office? I know the big boss is here, but let's have fun for a second. I'm sitting at my desk, I got my Sonos going. I got Sonos up on the wall. I love Sonos, great company. And I'm sitting down, I got about 3 claims that I cannot get resolved. I got a T&E that I know I'm late on. I've got a pissed off distributor, and I got 2 angry contractors, and it's a plethora of problems. And I'm sitting there, I got a little Steven Wilson Jr. going in the background and kind of rocking it out. And I can't even start a task, I'm so overwhelmed. This job is tough, guys. I know it's tough sometimes. And we appreciate the hell out of you guys for the last few years. I know you've been busting it. And let me tell you, you saw some of those numbers about market share going down, demand going down. But you know what you did through that whole time? You all maintained price. You all maintained price. That is incredible for you guys. Come on, man. That's hard to do. That's so hard to do. So kudos to you on that. So hopefully we can stop chopping wood and you can start doing what you got paid to do, which is do some hardcore farming and go out and do a little bow hunting like I like to do. And I didn't tweak this yet. Heather and I didn't know the word profitable was in there. I heard that a few times at the keynote. Got to be profitable share gain. I'm sure Todd and all the regionals are going to get creative any way they can to switch some business over, but we're going to get some share back. When you get your share back, you get stronger. Again, I can't emphasize enough, 16 years in conference rooms in Toledo, Ohio, the topic always started with what is GAF doing? Because we were so scared of GAF. When I see these slides of Malarkey and IKO, makes me sick. Don't worry about them. We're GAF. We're the #1 shingle manufacturer in the world. We're getting our mojo back. It's back now. We're going to be lions. We're going to get after it. I can't wait. Okay? So here, we're going to work both angles. I'm going to give you an example of both. Okay. So I've got all these presentations. I love them. I'm going with them. I'm firing out. And all of a sudden, I go 2-3 weeks without it, and I'm kind of sluggish getting out of the gate because the muscles aren't being used. If you ask me right now to do 100 sit-ups in front of you, boom, I'll do it no problem. I do a lot of sit-ups every week. I'm good at it. I'm working the muscle all the time. When I go to my brain, and what have we been doing for the last 3 years? We haven't been doing the normal behaviors that our brain is used to as being TMs, territory managers, going out and cultivating business, meeting new people, giving the elevator speech, and getting rowdy with customers to get them pumped about our company. Okay? So the mind's like a muscle. Now we're going to get after it again, and the senior leadership is going to help us get there. Who is in this room? Don't get weird. I'm not going to do weird stuff and call you out. Who is the most recent hire in this room who has just come to GAF recently? This guy right here. Okay. Okay. Danny? How long has it been, Danny?
June 2nd.
June 2nd. I love your boots. I always tell you you got nice boots. June 2nd, Danny, where do you cover?
North Atlanta.
North Atlanta. Okay, so how many interviews to get the job? Start to 5 interviews to get in here. 5 interviews to get into this company. Okay, that's the first. Start with a talent scout, then you go to some other HR person, and then who is your boss?
Jason Yates.
Jason, solid guy, solid operator. Love Jason. And did you know about GF before you interviewed for the job?
I did.
You did, and what did you think of GAF prior to trying out for us?
Like what my...
What was your perception of our company?
Please. Nothing but. Well, I looked at the logo kind of similar to like the Yankees, right? Like you kind of know what you're looking at, if that makes sense.
For a lot of pride.
Yeah.
A lot of pride. Okay, so when you get the job, who calls you from GAF to tell you you've got the job?
It was Jason.
Jason Yates.
Yeah.
And what day was that? Well, what time of day was that?
That was in the morning, so it would have been about 10 o'clock.
What'd you feel like when you got that call?
Relief.
Relief.
Yeah.
And now you get the call, you realize that you're going to be working for GAF, a 138-year-old family company out of New Jersey. Who was the first family member that you called?
My wife.
And what'd you say to her?
I got it.
And what was her reaction?
She's pretty excited for me.
Pretty proud for you,
Yeah,
huh? Okay. Yeah. We cannot lose that, guys. Do you remember who did you call? Did you call your mother? Did you call your father? Did you call your favorite sibling? Remember how that felt, guys. So I go back to this, and we've maybe lost that because there's a lot of noise in this industry from different things that can cloud our thought. And we get caught up in availability and color issues and all this BS that means nothing. Remember how excited you were to come to work at this beautiful company and get that back in your belly and get that fire cooking again. In 1990, if you were in the building materials business, you drove a Ford Taurus wagon. This is my vehicle. I had it in maroon. I was so pumped to get my first company vehicle, and I loved that it was a Ford Taurus wagon because it meant I was a legit building materials guy. And I jumped in that maroon bad boy, and I put my 5 samples in the back with a big bungee cord, a black bungee cord, and I had 2 different milk crates with dividers and all my literature in there, and I had a big stack and box of business cards that said Mark Murphy, Sales Specialist, Bishop Manufacturing. I was so pumped for my first business card. I couldn't wait to give it to the first customer. I was on fire. I was fired up. And the first thing I did when I left Clinton, Massachusetts, is I drove to Marlborough, Massachusetts to 11 Windmill Drive so I can show my parents my new company car. That's how I felt. That's in all of you guys. That's in all of you guys. Get back to that because we're starting all over again. We got a really smart guy at the top of the heap. He's a smart dude. He's going to make it happen for us. We got good people behind us. You got to have faith that we're going to do good there. Get the excitement back. Okay? Get that excitement back. I hope you enjoy that feeling because I love sharing that with people. Okay, let's cultivate the guy that's stuck quickly. Quickly going to cultivate this guy. Tip Top Roofs. I inherited this guy. Great guy. Where you guys are from, I don't know if this is impressive numbers, but they're impressive numbers to me. Nick Biscardi, wonderful man. Tip Top Roof. He is stuck for about 4 years at 150 strip and re-roofs a year. To me, good customer. Anything north of 100 strip and re-roofs, I like the guy, I'll take him. He's GAF certified with me. He calls me up after 10 days on the job. Murphy, I heard you're an Owens Corning guy. I also competed with him as a contractor. I'd like to sit down and strategize with you how to grow my business. Magical words for a territory manager. You got somebody that's kicking ass and he wants to get bigger. Let's sit down, roll up our sleeves, and get after it, Nick. We're going to go for it. First thing we're going to do, Nick, we're going to build your brand. You're a good guy, you do good work, but not enough people know you. I'm going with the billboard campaign. Twice a year. Springtime coming into the season, fall getting out of the season. We ran that twice. I co-opted with them. No town, no phone number. Just tiptoproofs.com. Very simple. Run on 190 and 290 interchange in Worcester, Massachusetts. Tons of traffic. He comes up with 2 yard signs. This is his idea. I thought it was silly. It was incredibly smart. Genius. 2 yard signs on every job. So when you're driving down the neighborhood, you see Tip Top here, Tip Top there. It's everywhere. Holy cow, this guy's busy. I got to call this Tip Top guy. Because you have something called reticular awareness. When you're about to buy something, you never notice it till you're about to buy it, then it shows up all the time. All of a sudden, I see the roof, I see the job sign, I'm calling Tip Top. He was selling 150 roofs based on one price. I changed it. I'm a good, better, best guy. Give him 3 options. Give him warranties, give him accessories, give him 3 options. I'm going good, I'm going better, I'm going best. Now, human behavior says, if I ask for one thing, you say no, I'm out. I give you 3 things, there's a higher propensity you're going to pull the trigger with me on one of them. Okay? That helps them out. And lastly, what everybody in the room is going to love, 3 trainings per year. Enthusiastic, hardcore GAF trainings for 2 hours. Flip chart, I'm getting everything going, closing ideas, everything related to GAF. Get those guys pumped. Bring in some nice hats. Bring in some awesome hoodies. Get them pumped. Give them some initiative, whatever they got to do, so they feel great about GAF 3 times a year. They stick to the plan. Nick and I are talking. His guys are calling me. We're working the angles. We do this for 3 years. That's 6 billboards and a ton of job signs, which I paid for half of them. His run rate after that, come on, baby, 468. Let's go. Let's go. 468. Reader's Digest version of this story. Nick and I are brothers. Do I care if the Certainty guy pulls into Tip Top Roofing? Do I care? I could care less if Pete from Owens Corning pulls in there too. Nick and I are brothers. We're friends. Nick was doing pretty well at 150 roofs a year. I would argue I made Nick a wealthy man. He had a run rate of almost 500 roofs a year for a few years. He gets out of it because he can retire now because he makes enough money, and he decides to sell his business to my largest master elite, who is now north of 500 roofs a year, still doing the billboard. Here I am in a new division in GAF. I look up, yeah, baby, I loved it. You just had it up in September. I'm so proud to see my GAF logo in my town or near my town. Kingsley will tell you at one point, about 3 years ago, I had 11 active GAF billboards in Metro West Boston, 11 of them. Woo, baby, that feels good. Scaring away the competitors. That's what we like to do. How much time? Oh, nice, this is good. I'm having a great time with you guys. I hope you're loving it. I love your eye contact. I love your body language. Thank you. Thank you very much. The word's been stickiness a lot lately. Stickiness, this is a different way to do it. If there was ever a time to be super sticky with the customer, it is right now. I can't stress that enough. You need to be super tight with them. Do more stuff than you've ever been doing in terms of chumming with them, helping them out. If they got to go to an HOA, go with them. They're going to go to a college and they're going to try to re-roof the college dorms, go with them, help them, help them, help them, give them leads, get super tight with them, become an invaluable part of their business. It's extremely important to get very, very tight with customers. Senior leadership will tell you this. This is something I've lived by for the last 25 years. I believe it to be true. I cannot be knocked off my game. Own the contractor, own the market, period. Own the contractor, own the market. It's good to be close with distributors. I love it. Important. You got to have some guys, and I'll talk about it in a minute. But you got to be rock solid and loving those contractors and keeping all the bad boys out that are trying to come in and grab our business. Okay? Get super sticky, get all in, and get a commitment from them. Great time to do that. There are 2 ways to make calls on people. There is the dreaded cold call. You know, the dreaded cold call, I tell everybody, you have between 30 and 45 seconds to get an appointment with a customer. You got to convince me in 30 to 45 seconds whether I should have another meeting with you. If you can't give me enough value in those 45 seconds, I'm probably out. I'm busy, I got to run. So it's a lot easier to have a soft call. How do we achieve that? We start brothering up with distribution. Here's my boy, Dan Soloperto. His boss asked me to mentor him. I cleared it with my boss. I was actually mentoring this guy. He came from the foundation business. I told him what my prototypical customer looks like. Collared shirt, fairly new model truck, either a wife or son or daughter in the business. That's what I'm looking for. And if he's Ecuadorian or Guatemalan, even better. I did exceptionally well with the Ecuadorian community. He knows the prototype. He goes after the prototype. He sets up the appointment. It's simply a text. Murph, what are you doing? Friday morning at 10. Can you come to the branch? I go to the branch. I've got my easel, just like this. Got my markers. Got all my roof in a bag, all my stuff. I'm going to give this new customer, which is going to be a conversion, a 2-hour all-in GAF enthusiastic seminar while they drink coffee and eat Dunkin' Donuts and get pumped. And then at the end, the beloved credit app goes out to the customer, and I pull back and pack up my stuff. And then I wait. Maybe it's 72 hours, maybe it's a week. Hey, Murph, just got the first order from Freddie at Global Roofing. We're in. Yeah, baby. How pumped are you as a TM when you get that text? You work together. It's a symbiotic relationship. He has a book of business to build for his branch manager, and I've got Danny and Lisa on me. I got to build my book of business. So you both benefit. Once you see a mutual benefit, you guys become brothers. We spend a lot of time together. He's an 8 handicap. I like spending time with him. Got a phenomenal short game. Okay? So get that guy. Make those cold calls soft calls. They're better for you. Check this bad boy out. Heather found this picture. Proud of the company, aren't you? Get proud of this bad boy. Look at that rig, all cleaned up. Standard Logistics. I get so fired up when I see my stuff going down the highway. I love it when it's a GA. Yeah, baby! I even say it out loud. I'm by myself in the car, and I get rowdy when I see those timberlines going, right? Don't you? And you get a little pissed when they're pink. Or they're brown, you get a little pissed, right? Ah, we lost that one, right? This is us, guys. This is us. This is a great feeling. World-class supply chain. Barkhouse is about world-class manufacturing, world-class supply chain. Guy's on his game. He's on his game. You're going to be good there. Take that objection out of your life. That's gone. That's old news. Either or, baby. I'll take it either. You know my language. You haven't talked about this stuff in a long time. We'll get back to it. This is just a splash of some of the stuff we have. I love it all. It's all good stuff. Smart money is cool. Rewards get you in the door. I love present. We're a visual society. There's no getting around it. So we got to be able to show what's going on. You got to teach people what's going on about this roof they're about to buy, and then we got to go quick measure. I believe this is probably the best tool that we've ever invented. I'm ashamed to tell you, I got none of my sales bosses in here. I got a lot of certainty guys using this. I haven't converted them over, but they're using my quick measure because they love the product so much. So we got plenty of stuff. You can go back and use this now. The constraints are off. You can go get after customers and do what you got hired to do. Because if you look at your LinkedIn profile, you're a sales professional. That's what you do. And you work for the big dog. Okay? When it all gets down to it, this is all great stuff. I hope you love it, and it's all good stuff. But sometimes you got to have faith. You're playing for the Dallas Cowboys, you got to have faith in Schottenheimer. You know, you got to have faith in the boss. If you're on a big ship, and you got to have faith in the captain, you got to have faith in the folks that are up on the bridge. Faith is believing in something you can't see, and you don't have visual proof of it. I'll tell you right now that Barkhouse, Durkin, Woolwine, Orlando are absolutely, positively focused on your success. I've talked to these guys in the eye enough times to know they are real. This is a real deal. They are committed to you. They will do whatever they can to make sure you guys are satisfied, that you're making buckaroos, that your family's happy, and your whole entire existence at GAF is a good one. Trust in that and have faith in that. Okay? I'm going to leave you with a feel-good story that I've put together and I've shared. I have a couple of them, but there's one I think that will resonate with all of you. And I'm going to stop with this so that we can finish up our deal. Half of my 16 years at Owens Corning, I was a regional manager. I covered the Southeast, I covered the Central, and I covered the Northeast at different times, different jobs. When I was a Northeast regional manager, I had a guy by the name of Guy Baker working for me. Wonderful human being, good sales guy. I had to work with him for 2 days to go meet customers. And he says, hey, Murph, you're coming into town. There is a trade show at the Jim Waters facility, which was an independent, very well-respected independent, down in the southern tier of New York, above New York City. And it would be nice if we worked that show together, because you could meet Mr. Waters, which is Jim Waters, and meet his two sons who are also in the business. So that's a great idea, man. I'd love to be able to meet those guys. That'll be important for me. Oh, what the hell, I'll work the show. Don't mind. Drop the ego, go ahead and work the show. So I show up. At the time back then, I'm probably working some pleated cotton dockers, not looking sharp. Probably a little belly on me. Had a cotton golf shirt on probably. So we go on, we get set up. You know how it is. You go to the warehouse, they clean the warehouse out, and they put a bunch of tables around the perimeter of the warehouse. People put out tablecloths and samples, and they go and show their wares to the contractors that come in. You've all worked those shows, right? So here's our table. We're going to go over, and we take out the tablecloth, and I go with the guy to put it on the thing, and I immediately notice a coffee stain on top of the Owens Corning tablecloth. I'm a little bummed out. I'm like, and I half joking, but half not joking. Guy, what's up with this, man? This doesn't look good. Said, we pay for dry cleaning. You should have this thing clean. When we're done with this, get it clean so it looks nice. I'm a little insecure about the look of it, so we actually end up putting some samples down on it. And then we didn't have a backup trade show thing. We didn't have a big backdrop. We had the bullshit, what do you call it? Pull-up banners. We had 2 of those. I wasn't thrilled about that. The literature was a little dog-eared. The samples didn't look good. I wasn't feeling super jazzed about the booth. Jim Waters comes over. Hi, Mr. Waters. Nice to see you. I see the sons. Hello, how you doing? They're meeting me for the first time. and it's cool. I feel good about them. We're third in a row there. Their number one is GAF, number two is Certainteed, and I'm Owens Corning at number three. So I got to kind of get a relationship going there. So I meet them, I go on. I've got a siding guy to my left, I got a window guy to my right. They're all setting up, and there's another booth waiting to be set up over to the right, almost across the warehouse to me. It's a double table. And as I'm getting ready to set up and the thing's getting ready, I hear a bunch of commotion at the back door of the warehouse, some guys coming in. And I look to see what's going on. You know, is there like a celebrity going to be showing up? And I see two guys that are in the doorway, and they're high-fiving Jim Waters and their sons, and everything's super, hey, what's up? These guys are super charismatic, and they're wearing suit coats. I'm like, they must be part of that business. I'm not sure who that is. And they come in and they start catcalling the other vendors as they're walking into the warehouse. Like, these guys are super large and in charge. Who are these dudes? They go over and they get their stuff, and they come over and I see them across the way, and they take their tablecloth and they kick it out and they lay the tablecloth down. There's those GAF sons of bitches, I said. That's the GAF guys, number one in the product category with Jim Waters. They're like family with the Jim Waters family. They know all of the vendors next to them, and I immediately recoil and I'm insecure. I'm not dressed correctly. My booth is half-ass at best, and these guys are literally dominating the room. Everyone is looking up to them. Everyone around the circumference of the warehouse is standing behind their booth. These two GAF guys who are looking sharp are standing in front of their booth, glad handing customers coming through, handing out. Their point of purchase displays on point, looking mint. And I am insecure for 2.5 hours for that entire event. Now I understood why for 16 years we were afraid of GAF, because how awesome and powerful these guys were. I said, wow, man, those guys are impressive. Do you know who those guys are? Those guys are every one of you in this room right here. Every one of you are those guys that made me feel insecure, that were charismatic, that were number one in that building. Everybody looked up to those guys. That's who all of you are. You are the GAF person in your area. That had a profound effect on me of wondering about this company. And now I have the pleasure of being in front of you. But just remember that story. Go in there with the charisma. Throw your shoulders back and understand you are the GAF territory manager. That's who you are. And you're here to dominate. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.